An update on rumours that WWE could have plans to put a World Championship on Randy Orton ahead of his impending WWE comeback. The Like a Dragon street fight is going to be taking place on AEW Dynamite this week, but one star has been pulled from the match. We'll let you know details as to why, as well as giving you more details behind the scenes on how this match came together. Mercedes Monae gives an update on her injury recovery timeline amid speculation she could go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, or even go back to WWE. And also an update on Parker Bordo in AEW. Is he still part of the AEW roster? Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about the Viper Randy Orton. The Apex Predator is nearing a WWE in-ring return, possibly as soon as later on this month at Survivor Series. But what about the plans post-Survivor Series for Randy Orton now that he's seemingly on his way back to WWE? Could it involve a World Championship run? Well, there's a bit of a rumor killer for the legend killer regarding plans for Randy Orton and his WWE return that has emerged. And beware, obviously, big spoilers in this story. So if you do want to skip ahead, a lot of the stuff around Randy Orton right now is very spoilerific. So I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, as recently reported by Fightful, as we covered previously here, Sean Ross Sapp says that Randy Orton is planned to make his WWE return imminently ahead of the War Games match at Survivor Series later on this month in Chicago. Now, the plan is for Orton to join the team of Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn, while Drew McIntyre seemingly will complete his heel turn and join the Judgment Day side of things. Of course, with Orton returning, there are plenty of rumours about what will happen with him beyond the War Games match, especially since his former tag team partner Matt Riddle is no longer around, so that tag team title scene isn't really an option. Now, there had been rumours spreading online from unreliable sources that Orton was planned to win a major championship after his return to the company. Now, addressing these rumours, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select has reported that the idea of that happening, quote, hasn't been broached, end quote, within WWE. So if you've seen that rumour going around, don't get your hopes up. Of course, if we get any more information regarding the Apex Predator and plans for him moving forward, we'll let you know. But what would you like to see Randy Orton do post-Survivor Series? What program would you like to see Randy Orton involved in? Is the natural idea for a feud with Cody Rhodes prior to Cody Rhodes finishing the story at WrestleMania next year against Roman Reigns? Or would you like WWE to plant the seeds a little bit more when it comes to that? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section below. Now, one of the biggest events this week on AEW Dynamite is the Like a Dragon street fight involving the promotion from Sega, and details have emerged on an AEW star being pulled from that big match that was planned for this week's Dynamite show. Dynamite this Wednesday, November 15, will play host to a 4-on-4 street fight with Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Paul White, and Kota Ibushi teaming up against the Don Callis family. Callis' team is made up of Konosuke Takeshita, Powerhouse Hobbs, Kyle Fletcher, and a bit of a wild card in Brian Cage. Now, Cage isn't a member of the Callis family, but rather the Mogul Embassy, with the storyline idea that Callis struck a deal with Prince Nana to bring Cage in for this match. However, the real reason for the odd choice is because Cage wasn't actually originally planned for the match at all. As one member of the Don Callis family we haven't seen for a little while now, and that's Sammy Guevara. He's been off television since he suffered a concussion at AEW Wrestle Dream on October 1st. As seemed to be the case, and Fightful Select has confirmed it, Guevara was originally planned for the match but was replaced by Brian Cage. Guevara's wife and fellow AEW star Tay Mello is also expecting to give birth to their first child very soon. So Sammy Guevara was actually planned for that match, but unfortunately, again, it was a case of he's suffering from the concussion, therefore he's not going to be available. Now, as far as some new details surrounding this Like a Dragon street fight on Wednesday, November 15, as I mentioned, it's going to be taking place and it's going to have this big Sega influence and crossover. The bout has got, as I mentioned, a great deal of promotion and hype from the company due to it being a sponsored match by video game company Sega. Now, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select has provided an update on the backstage details, of course, noting that Guevara was originally planned for the match. The report also notes that the original name for the bout was the Final Boss Battle Street Fight before the decision was made to go with a Like a Dragon as the tagline. Chris Jericho and Konosuke Takeshita, two names that are involved in the street fight, faced off this past weekend in Japan. Jericho pulled off a huge victory over the Don Callis family member at DDT Pro's Ultimate Party 2023. We covered that yesterday, so be sure to check that out then. But which name do you prefer? The Like a Dragon street fight, or do you prefer the Final Boss street fight? Which one do you think is better? Now, Mercedes Monae has provided a bit of an update as she recovers from injury. At New Japan Resurgence in May, Willow Nightingale defeated Mercedes Monae to become the first New Japan Strong Women's Champion. During the course of the bout, Monae suffered a serious ankle injury that has kept her out of action ever since. In a new cameo video, the former Sasha Banks provided fans with an update on her current status and how she is ready to get back into the squared circle. She said, quote, "I cannot wait to be back in the ring. Expect me to return with some wrestling company in 2024 for sure. I cannot wait to be back in the squared circle. It's where I feel the most home. It's where I feel alive. I just can't wait to be back. I've been healing everything, mentally, physically, spiritually, physically, everything. I'm really excited to get back to where I live and what I do best." Now, Monae has competed for New Japan and Stardom in 2023, joining the promotions following her WWE departure in 2022. Monae has also appeared in the crowd at AEW All in London this past August as well. It's still unknown when Mercedes will make her return to the ring. If we get any more details on that, of course, we'll let you know. At one point, it was rumored that she was going to be in California, or at least she hinted the possibility of being in California for Full Gear this weekend. But as of right now, those rumors are quite cold. Now, Parker Bordo, the next big thing, the comparisons to Brock Lesnar, right, in WWE? Well, we got a bit of an update on his AEW status. Now, since starting his wrestling career in WWE, Parker Bordo, he was then released from his contract in 2022. However, he quickly rebounded when he signed a deal with All Elite Wrestling in August of that same year. Joining Swerve Strickland in the Mogul Affiliates faction, Bordo looked to be on his way to success, but the rug was pulled when Swerve kicked him out of the group and then he disappeared from All Elite Wrestling television. Per Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, Parker Bordo remains on the All Elite Wrestling roster. He is still listed on AEW's online roster page, but that's not always a 100% reliable indicator, so this is confirmation that he is indeed still with the company. Trench, the other original member of the Mogul Affiliates, did indeed depart All Elite Wrestling. It's also worth noting that Bordo had actually been listed on AEW's roster page as a member of the Mogul Embassy, which has never been the case, as that version of the group came in after he was last on TV, but that note was recently removed from his profile. Prior to joining the Mogul Affiliates, Bordo was part of the Trustbusters stable with Ari Daivari and Slim Jim, but indeed, as of right now, he's not on the roster page. Now, two other recent additions were made to the roster page, although they'd already been featured in the promotion for quite some time. That was Dutch and Vincent of the Righteous. They indeed now seemingly are not just ROH stars, they're actually AEW stars as well. Of course, if we get any more details on Parker Bordo, or anyone else for that matter, we'll let you know. But there you go, guys. It's the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. A big week of pro wrestling. We are going to be live with a Full Gear watch-along and post-show this weekend, as well as bringing you the latest pro wrestling news throughout the week. So be sure to subscribe. Click that notification bell. You remember, you can join the WN365 roster by clicking that join button. You get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content as well. So stay tuned for all of that. Have a great Monday, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.